and I feel a lot of love. And it took me a long time to get to that place. Um, God really does set us all on our own personal journeys, and you might not understand it. You might not come to understand it, even after you come to that better place. Um, it's just good. It's all just good. You can't judge the things that happen to you. You have to accept them and try to move forward lovingly. It's just, even when you don't understand it, you can't scratch at the walls and claw at yourself. You gotta just open your heart. It's very hard because it's kind of something you have to learn. It kind of has to be like whipped into your flesh. They say your heart has to be broken over and over again until it is open. And it does kind of work like that, but I think you can open your heart intentionally. That's what a lot of the monk stuff is about, is just quieting your mind so you can really empty yourself and then be filled by that loving compassion. Because it's so easy to fill your hand with illness. You start clutching at nothing or something. You're just, it's bad. You want to be free. You want to be blown out. You don't want to be cooking. You don't want to be. You don't want to be. You don't want to be. Tweaking. I think tweaking is a good word. You want to be free from compulsion. That's what I want. I don't want to push myself anywhere. I just want to find what God is trying to show me where I am. I don't want anything that isn't meant for me, It's just I don't really question it too much anymore. I just kind of accept it in my heart how it is and how it comes. I don't tweak for it anymore because I know it's all going to come. And there's nothing I can do about it. And the only way to speed it up is to slow yourself down and to, open your heart to it. That's the only way to speed anything up, is to slow down. The greatest truths are often paradoxical. It's very funny. Very funny. It's when you're getting down to the nitty gritty. So I'm just chilling, man. I try to stay in love with everything, with everyone. It's hard a lot of the time. The ego gets in the way because we all think we're owed something. We all think we deserve other people's compassion because we pour out so much of ourselves for others. But we always look where we've been wronged. So often we miss out. Like, it's so easy to count your wrongs, but it's so hard for people to add their joys up and really see that. It's just that's the tweaking thing. You just get caught up on these tiny little things. It's like your cord gets knotted. You just gotta slow down. You ever try to untangle fishing wire real quick? Because it doesn't work like that. The slower you go, the better. The more you actually look into it and let it show itself to you, you're just gonna be on the right path. You can't fight the world into the right shape. You have to love it into that shape. You have to allow itself to come into its form. You have to accept things. Lardy lardy dar. I don't know nothing, but like, if you open yourself, you don't need to know. You can do your work. You can pour yourself out into your work, whatever it may be. So long as you know you're doing something good and productive and holy. You want to be doing holy things. You don't want to be, oh, I'm doing self-care and you're hurting yourself. That's not it. I mean, ultimately, I think all illness and illusion in this world is just here to point you into the direction of all that hurt. So you have to look at it, and you have to look at it, and you have to just understand the true nature of reality, because like, you wouldn't choose to hurt, so it has to fall on you, and then you have to look at it, experience it, know it, love it. they say, Carl Jung said something along the lines of, how would I be substantial if I were not to cast a shadow? So, if you're to be anything, you're going to have that whole thing going on behind you, that whole... We all have troubles, and we go through troubles, and we fight ourselves, and the world, drops itself on us, and then it's just like, oh, wow. Does anyone deserve this? You don't deserve the good nor the bad. You haven't, it's not a right, but it's a blessing. It's for you. Nothing is free, but everything's free, It's just try to be in love with it, You just try to be in love.